What's up and welcome back to the channel YouTube. This is Sean and it is Monday, February the 15th, 2021. Today's a big day. It's been a few days since I've checked in with you guys. I've been just really busy in the office. I was making payments last week, not quite as aggressively, but I was taking on other things. I ended up bringing in an employee and getting all of that rolling last week. So the videos have kind of fallen behind a little bit, but you better believe it, I've still been making payments. And today's a big and special day because guess what? We're going to pay one off. It's time. I've just decided today's the day. So let's get right to it. We're going to jump in here. We don't want to wait any longer. It's like, let's get this sucker handled. So before we look at the specifics of what that loan is or the payoff amount, here's where we currently are. It's been a few days since I've checked in. I'm currently at $265,772. For those of you that are just checking in, my highest loan balances ever were $283,500. And that was my bottom point, my rock bottom point where I said enough's enough and I can't handle it anymore. So I basically committed then and there to start paying on these loans. And I originally picked the two smallest loan balances that were in the bunch, and I started making payments on them whenever I could. I paid on them every time at the same time. So if I paid $5, I paid $5 to each loan. If I paid $10 or $50, I did the same exact payment to each loan. And it took me about, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 months to pay off those two loans. And they were around $2,700 a piece. So it was a slow start, but it got the ball rolling. It got that momentum started to at least flex the muscle of what it feels like to make a payment on these things. I'm sure if you guys were anything like I was, the feeling of this debt is overwhelming and it's crushing, and it's really easy to just let it drift away and not think about it and ignore it. And then it feels like you can never make any progress on it. And I'll tell you that I understand that feeling. And I also know how significant it was when I started making the payments on those two small loans. What it did in terms of turning the, shifting the energy and helping me to build momentum. I was hopeless. And I just started making payments on those two loans. And sure, it took whatever, 6, 7, 8 months, 9 months to pay those two loans off. And it seemed like forever to pay off, a small balance that was $2,700 each loan for all you need to know, right? Just call it $2,700 per loan is what I paid off. So it took me that long. And then, you know what though? It got me started. The third loan I paid on was over $10,000. And I started paying on it in the end of August of 2020. I think it was like August 28th, I started paying on it. And by the week of Christmas, I had that sucker paid off. So boom, I paid off way more debt in less time. And then this is this is the fourth loan that I'm going to be paying off. And here's what's so incredible. I made my first payment on this particular loan Christmas Eve. The balance was $13,900. Today, I'm going to pay it off. You're talking not even like a month and a half, I'm going to pay this thing off. $13,900. That's insane, you guys. That seemed so impossible just a couple years ago. And now I'm going to have 4 loans out of my life forever. Now, yes, I have a long way to go, but I proved to myself with each loan that I pay off that I can do this thing. Like, we just keep hammering on it and we keep knocking it down. We're going to keep punching this thing in the face until it lays down forever. So without further ado, here's a quick review of what I did last week. Let's just go through it since I may have only made one video last week. 3rd, 4th, 5th, then 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. I think it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I made payments. So I made a payment on Sunday, $200, Monday, Tuesday, so $775 last week. So I was a little short of my $1,300 and some goal, but I knew no big deal. I was busy training that new employee, and I knew this week was the week. So we're just going to hammer it. We're going to get right to it. So Today is the day. We're going to jump in here. Student loan number 3. Look, here's what we have to go. $1,595.02. $1,595.02. Making the payment. Correct bank account. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Send it. It's paid off, baby. That's all there is to it. 4 student loans paid off. Let's see, stop this thing. You guys, 4 student loans paid off inside of basically, call it a year. That's incredible. I can do it. You can do it. Thanks for hanging around. Let's just keep pounding away at these deals. There's one more. I'm going to talk to you guys soon, but man, stoked. Have another one gone. See ya.